Welcome back, witches. If it's your first time here, hello, I'm Steph. I am the host of the Witch Wednesdays podcast. But today I am talking spell work and specifically pop culture magic. I regularly use different forms of pop culture magic within my witchcraft practice. That has always just been something that is really fun for me. So if you would like more information on that, let me know and I will dedicate a video just to that or show some more examples. But today I am talking about the show Charmed, and this Patience spell is from the original, not the reboot. And there are a bunch of spells shown in Charmed, either just showing the book or showing them doing different spells. And I love to tap into that aspect of pop culture magic where I am watching these TV shows and movies with the intention in mind of looking closely at those spells and seeing if they can translate into real life and why they would work or why they wouldn't. There is a lot of fantastical information in TV shows and movies that can't actually translate to real life because they just defy the laws of physics of this plane that we are currently on, so they are not possible. Like freezing time, freezing people, shooting flames from your fingertips, those things just can't happen. But there are a lot of spells that are shown in these that would work. And one that does work is this spell for patience. And I wanted to go over the ingredients and explain why that is. And then I am going to show it to you in practice. So this spell is to increase patience. It requires 6 candles. 6 is a number that is associated with harmony. So I guess that makes sense in this space. It calls for 3 white candles, which are for purification, and white candles are a great stand-in for just about anything. 2 pink candles, which absolutely makes sense because pink is associated with empathy and love. 1 blue candle, which again, if I were to come up with a patience spell from scratch, I would choose blue because blue is associated with health and healing, calm, communication. I always use blue in my health and healing spells. And then it also calls for 2 orange candles. So if I was doing a spell from scratch, I don't know that I would necessarily turn to orange because orange is the color of creativity and confidence. And to me, that just has a more fiery energy than a patience spell would call for. But orange is also the color of positive energy and is a sign that happiness comes easily. So maybe that is what is required in patience, is this sense of happiness to combat that feeling that usually comes with impatience. And it also calls for herbs, calls for a sprig of lavender, which brings peace, joy, healing. It's protective, a great stress reducer. Makes sense. 3 bay leaves. The number 3 is always associated with magic. Bay leaves are often used for wish magic. That is a very common spell, to write your wish on a bay leaf and then burn that. They also dispel negative energy. So they are useful in a lot of different types of spells. So I could see how it would fit into a spell for increased patience. A pinch of catnip. Now catnip attracts. It's exactly what it sounds like. It attracts cats. So in general, it attracts things. It's usually used in love and abundance spells to attract love and to attract prosperity. But in this case where you are, setting the intention of each ingredient before you add it, you can specifically, tell this catnip, I am looking to attract patience and empathy. A large pinch of yarrow, which is always associated with healing. I use that in all kinds of healing spells. It actually has physical healing properties, but energetic healing properties as well. It's also associated with protection, love, and courage. To me, that makes sense in a patience spell because of the healing and love that would be needed for yourself to be more patient. It also calls for 3 drops of gardenia oil. Again, 3 is that magical number. And gardenia promotes love, peace, and harmony. And finally, you need a slip of paper with the event or the name of the person with whom patience needs to be increased. And of course, that always makes sense because writing it down helps focus that intention and is allowing you to get more specific, and then the universe knows exactly who to target. So let's get into what that looks like and the steps and the words associated with that from the show. As you can see here, I have everything set up with a cauldron in the middle since I do have to burn the ingredients. The first thing to do is to light the candles. I have the second pink candle here in my hand because one of the next steps is to use a pink candle to light the things that are in the cauldron. So that is why I do not have it lit on the side there yet. Now I'm going to add all of the ingredients that I'm going to burn into the cauldron, starting with my piece of paper that has the name or event that I need more patience for. And in this case, I just put my husband's name on it, which I'm sure he will appreciate because I think every marriage could use more patience. Next, I'm adding the lavender, the 3 bay leaves, a pinch of catnip, a large pinch of yarrow, and the 3 drops of gardenia oil. Now then, I use a pink candle to light everything that is in the cauldron. And the chant to repeat 3 times is burn, 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 all those thoughts that churn, that stop my love from becoming alive. Burn, 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 all those thoughts that churn, that stop my love from becoming alive. Burn, 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 all those thoughts that churn, that stop my love from becoming alive. While this is finishing burning, I am sending my intention grounded, centered, drawn the energy up through my body, and I am sending it through my hands while thinking on my intention to increase peace and sending that into those ashes. I want to do that not only to make it more specific and put my energy and intention into it, but also because those words and that chant is particularly vague. So in order to make that fit really well and really specifically with my intention, I want to focus that in my mind and send extra energy in there, because if you have fuzzy intentions, you get fuzzy results. I'm going to sit with this for a while as the smoke dies down before I snuff out the candles to fully infuse my intention in there. Then the last step is to take the ash outside and scatter it into the night air while you chant, "Go, dark thoughts, scatter far and wide, into the night, be thou gone, so mote it be." And that is the patience spell from Charmed. So as you can see, every item in this spell is associated with positivity, calming, happiness, peace, harmony. So it's all of these sort of ideas necessary to promote patience in yourself or towards another situation. The sun is just about setting here, so I am going to go scatter this outside, and I will see you in the next one. Do let me know in the comments if you have ever tried this one, or if you have tried any other spells from movies or TV shows, and which one you might like to see next. I'll see you then.